Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel, Avid Science, is all about trying to learn various concepts of data science by practicing a lot of questions. In this video, we are going to solve this question on Leetcode regarding find churn risk customers. The difficulty level of this question is medium, and I'm going to share the SQL schema as well as the Panda schema in the description below. Okay, the question reads: we are given a table called subscription events with 6 different columns: event ID, user ID, event date, event type, plan name, and monthly amount. Event ID is the unique identifier for this table. Event type can be start, upgrade, downgrade, or cancel. Plan name can be basic, standard, premium, or null, where event type is cancel. Monthly amount represents the monthly subscription cost after this event. For cancel events, monthly amount is 0. Okay, we are asked to write a solution to find churn risk customers, that is, users who show warning signs before churning. A user is considered churn risk customer if they meet all the following criteria. Firstly, currently have an active subscription, that is, their last event is not cancelled, have performed at least one downgrade in their subscription history. Thirdly, their current plan revenue is less than 50% of their historical maximum plan revenue and have been a subscriber for at least 60 days. Then we need to return the result table ordered by days as subscriber in descending order and then by user ID in ascending order. Okay, let's go to this example. This will make it clearer. So here, let's take example of user ID 501. So you have 3 different rows. They started on 1st of January 2024 and the current data we have is for 20th of March 2024, which is clearly more than 60 days. So the fourth condition is satisfied. So have been a subscriber for at least 60 days and their last event is not cancelled, right? So the first one is also satisfied. That is, they have an active subscription. Then should have performed at least one downgrade and current plan revenue is less than 50% of their historical maximum. So if we look at the historical maximum, it is $29.99 or $30. 50% of that would be 15, and currently they have monthly amount payment of $9.99, which is less than 15. So yes, that condition is also satisfied, and also they have performed 2 different downgrades. Hence, they have at least one downgrade. So all 4 conditions are satisfied, and therefore the user ID 501 should be in the output, and that is what we have. So to solve this question, what we can do is, because it says the most important thing is they should have an active subscription, we can rank for every user ID in descending order of event date to see what's their latest, right? So what we can do is, from this table called subscription events, what we are going to do is, let us return all the columns it has and then rank. So we can use row number to rank. So row number, and since this is a window function, we need to write over clause, and then we need it for every user ID. So partition by user ID and then order by event date in descending manner, and let's alias this as rank. So what it will do is it will assign rank equal to 1 for the latest one. So if I run this, if you look at our output, what we have currently is, let me just drag it to the left. So you have for user ID 501, this is the latest one which is assigned rank equal to 1. Then what we can do is, let's save this entire thing in a common table expression. So with CTE as, this entire thing goes into parentheses, and then what we are going to do is, from this common table expression, for every user ID we can have certain calculations. So for every user ID, what's their current plan, what's their current monthly amount, maximum historical amount, and days they have been a subscriber. So let's do that. So from this common table expression, group by the user ID, then return me the user ID, and then we need the first thing is, what's the current plan. So current plan is basically when your rank equal to 1. So case when rank is equal to 1, then you return me the plan name, else you return me nothing or null. End the case when statement. So it will give you, so for example, for 501, it will give you, so basic and then null and null. and you need to calculate what's their current, right? So you can use any of the aggregate functions, so min, max, sum, average, etc. So let's use anything, like let's use max of this. So that is going to give you the current plans. Let's alias this as whatever is required in our output. So it's called current plan. So let me just copy it, paste it here. Then what we need is, after that, what's the current monthly amount? Again, like we can use the same thing, that hey, case when your rank is equal to 1, return me the monthly amount, else you return me 0. End the case statement, and if you perform a sum of this is basically going to give you the total current monthly account, right? So if I just copy this current monthly account here, right, and let's paste it here so that it's easier for us as current monthly account. Then the third thing that we need is maximum historical amount, so which is like simple. What we can do is, since we have grouped by user ID, we can simply say what's the maximum of the monthly amount, and that is the maximum, right? So max of monthly amount is maximum historical amount. And finally, they need it as days as subscribers. So what we are going to do is, we can simply do minimum date and maximum date. Minimum date is when they started, and maximum is the current one, and we can subtract them. That is going to give us the days as subscriber. So give me difference in days. So date diff between max of event date and min of event date, and let's alias this as what we have is days as subscriber. Okay, let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get in our output. So now if you look at our output, what we have is, we have all the required information, but for every user, right? So for 501, you have the current plan is basic, current monthly amount is 999, maximum is 29.99, and days as subscriber is 79. But we don't want all the users. We need users who satisfy certain conditions. So let's save this entire thing in another common table expression. So CTE to as, this entire thing goes into parentheses, and then what we need is, from this common table expression to keep only those rows where, and then let me use the for condition. So here we need currently have an active subscription, that is event is not cancel or not null. So where your current plan is not null, right? Because if you look at like one of the users, it will show you that it says null, right? So 504, so not null. Then second condition is have performed at least one downgrade. But if you carefully look at the second and third condition, they're actually very similar. Why? Because in order to satisfy your current plan revenue is less than 50% of the historical maximum plan revenue, it means by default that you have performed at least one downgrade. Otherwise, if you are in the same plan, this condition won't be satisfied. And if you have upgraded, again, this condition won't be satisfied, right? So we can simply ignore the second condition because the third one already takes care of it. So, and your current monthly amount is less than 50%, so 0.5 times of maximum historical amount. So these two are now captured in this particular row of the code. And then finally, and your days as subscriber at least 60 days, so greater than equal to 60. And for all these, return me everything, and we need to order by, so order by days as subscriber in descending order, and then by user ID in ascending. Okay, I think this looks good. Let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get. Okay, so if you look at this is accepted. If I look at my output is exactly same as expected output. Let me go ahead and submit to see pass all the test cases or not. So yeah, this is accepted, and this is how to do it. So tricky question, what we basically did was, firstly, we found out for each of the user ID, what's the ranking based on event date and decreasing, so that we can use the rank to get like what's their current plan, what's the current monthly amount. Then we also got maximum historical amount as well as the number of days they are as a subscriber. Once we had all the information for all the user ID in the output, we did not want to have all the user IDs. We had to satisfy certain conditions. So we made sure that we satisfied all the conditions and then return in the desired sorted manner. So yeah, this is how we do it. Let me know if there's a better, more efficient solve this question. Let the solution be in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.